1981 wasn't supposed to look like this. Baseball stopped. For nearly 2 months, there were no games, no box scores, no pennant race. And when finally baseball started again, it wasn't the same season anymore. You can hear that story in the strike headlines, in the way the standings had to be rewritten. But you can also see it on the cards. In 1981, the season just didn't pause, it fractured. Teams played one season before the strike and another one after it. First half winners, second half winners. It was baseball improvising in public. And while owners and players argued behind closed doors, Topps kept doing what it always did. They printed the season anyway. At first glance, 1981 Topps looked perfectly fine. White borders, bright photography, team colors framing the card. On the surface, there was nothing wrong here. And that's what makes it interesting. These cards don't reflect a season in crisis. They reflect a season that hadn't been broken yet. The photos feel calm, routine. Players posing, adjusting baseball gloves, standing in familiar places, like Carl Yastrzemski, doing what he had done 1,000 times before. The truth is, the strike didn't change how these cards were made. Topps didn't stop printing. They didn't redesign the set. They didn't react in real time. And that's the point. These cards were created in a world that still assumed baseball would always be there. The disruption came later, after the packs were opened, after the season fractured. So when we look back now, we're looking at innocence. For collectors in 1981, the strike didn't arrive as a moment, it arrived slowly. Cards were still bought at corner stores, still opened on kitchen tables, still traded between friends. There was confusion, but not panic. No one was putting cards away because of a labor dispute. No one thought the season stopping would matter long term. 1981 Topps wasn't a reaction, it was a routine. The hobby in 1981 didn't have a very long memory yet. There were no price guides on every shelf, no online forums, no immediate sense of consequence. The strike wasn't a signal, it was just another interruption. Only later would collectors look back and realize that this was one of the first moments the outside world cracked the game open. Not loudly, not dramatically, quietly. "1981 Topps doesn't explain the strike. It doesn't warn you. It doesn't react. It just exists inside the moment, before anyone knew how much the moment would matter. Sometimes history isn't loud, sometimes it isn't quiet, and sometimes it looks like a baseball card." Once again, thanks for watching. If you enjoy stories about baseball cards and the world they were created in, consider liking the video and subscribing. And I'll see you next time as we once again go beyond the cardboard.